Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Hello, welcome back. I thought I would do a little video on this car to show what it is, what it's got, what it does. It is a E92 BMW 335i. It's powered by the N54 engine, so it's a 3 litre straight 6 twin turbo petrol propulsion. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's got the DCT gearbox, which is quite rare for the N54 to have the DCT. It was one of the last of the pre-facelift E92s. So yeah, gearbox is smashing, really good. Just blast through the gears, super fast. Yeah, it's really good, like it. Was torn between this or the manual. I knew I didn't want the auto with the torque converter because, I don't know, they seem alright, but it's just not really for me. So I thought I'd give this a go. So I waited for a little while until I could find one right spec. There's loads of N55 engine DCT box cars, but I don't know. Something more appealing about the twin turbo rather than the newer single turbo one. So finally found one in, where did I go? Stratford upon Avon. I live on the Isle of Wight, so in the track, it was worth it. Took about 4 or 5 hours to get there and then a couple of hours to drive back. So yeah, really pleased with it. The car is actually being featured front page of BMW Car Magazine, which is cool since I've owned it. Right. Just got to nip into the post office and I'll be right back. So, what was I saying? I don't even know. Car. Currently doing 17 miles per gallon, averaging. Which I think is not too bad, considering. I don't use this car daily. You can see my other videos, I've got a Showroom Sport, which I use. But, well, I probably use them both equally, to be honest. Because this is too fun. This one has had, I had plans of just doing loads of mods and sending it full power, but the wise man in me has started doing maintenance first. Although there's a couple of mods on it. It's got stage 1 map, MHD, it's got uprated intake, dual cone intake from Berger Motorsports. What else? A few other bits, but nothing major at the moment because, like I said, I wanted to do the maintenance first. Done valve cover gasket, all filter housing gasket, all cooler gasket, multiple oil changes. All the injectors are now index 12, which is the latest ones. That wasn't cheap. What else? Just loads of maintenance stuff just to keep it tip top because I don't want to mod it and whatever, get loads of horsepower and then it just keep breaking down in 5 minutes because that's just a bit of pain. Maintenance before mods. So that's what they say, especially for this car. Right, it's another little errand done. So I've had this car for about a year. Before this I had a, what did I have before this? Mazda MX-5 NB. It was 1.8 Mark II. And it was wicked. Good fun. Had a hard top. Soft top was a bit of a wreck, but that was good. LSD. I used to take that to car club, as you can see from one of my other videos. I'll leave a little card up there so you can click on that to have a little watch. But yeah, love that car. So this was a bit of an upgrade to that. So the gearbox has got a normal drive mode, D whatever, where it just changes gear for you automatically, and it's probably like the most economical setting. It keeps the revs sort of like below 2,500 revs pretty much all the time. You've also, you can knock it over to S, so that's D, so you can go into S or Sport I assume. And that is still automatic, but it holds the gears longer, changes the gears quicker. It's a bit more sporty feel to it, but it still shifts for you when it needs it. And then the other setting is you can either push it up or down on the stick, or you can push one of your flappy paddles and that'll flick it into manual. So I'm in third gear now. If I just click that, drop into second. Now we're in full manual mode, and that gives you full. Woo! It doesn't change up for you, like, so I know some autos, they get certain RPMs or whatever and they start changing up for you or changing down for you when you want them or when you don't want them to, but this holds the gears all the way through. Sorry. Runner in the road and decided she wanted to cross it. So anyway, we've also got this little button here, so I don't know if you can see it on the camera, Sport, and that just makes the gear changes like super fast. Don't use it very often because we've got a great deal of need for it. Especially on the little old Isle of Wight. Come on. But it's nice to know it's there. It's a bit strange, the flappy paddle setup in these. They're normally it's right paddle is upshift, left paddle is downshift. On these, both do the same thing. Pull it, either one, to go up a gear, and you push it with these little buttons. You can't really see it on the camera, but push the paddle away from you to downshift, which is a bit odd. But it's alright, it's quite nice. It means you can change gears without having to have both hands. I don't know why. But a bit different. Some people change and you can rewire a couple of bits inside the steering wheel. Right, so let's clear road here, second gear, do a little pull. It's a bit of a strange one this, because although this is a pre-LCI, there's a few, it's right on the crossover of when they were bringing and out the LCI model, the facelift. For instance, the iDrive controller is the LCI, the iDrive itself is from the LCI, the gearbox is from the LCI, the DCT. I think the mirrors are LCI, but the actual main car itself is pre-LCI. So it's a bit of a limbo between the two models when they were being manufactured. So it's a bit strange having different things. So you've got to be careful when you're buying something, like say you want some, I don't know, mirror caps, M style mirror caps. You've got to make sure that you get, although it's a pre-LCI car, you've got to make sure you get the LCI wing mirror caps, for instance. Downshifts are great. Down into second. Right, third gear. Take this. And we're at the road. Okay, let's bang her in manual with the sport button on. Have a quick look. Let's go for it. First gear, second. Third. Whoa! Oh. It's fly long. Okay. Out of the way. That just scares me. There's literally no drop of boost or anything between the gear changes. The revs just go bang, bang, bang straight through the gears. That makes a lot of a difference, that button. So I don't use it a great deal. The best thing about it is, in my opinion, knock it back to D. Got the armrest out. It's nice, it's comfortable. And you know you've got that power if you want it, but you don't have to. It's just nice and comfy.